Hello everybody, I'm Type 1 Dragon and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 Tours and Tournaments, the Swedish Crown. You probably weren't expecting this video today, considering that the last time that I played CK3 was the 14th of this month, and the last time I played Starfield was over a month ago. That wasn't until yesterday where I did a little bit of a live stream. I had to cut short because I was expecting visitors. And I figured since I played Starfield long enough to be considered a video, link there should be a either iCard up in the top left, or is it right? There'll be something somewhere on the screen pointing to that live stream. It's just a little live stream, just me basically finishing up a quest line and then talking about what I've been doing lately and how my health has been, where you probably can still tell that there's a little bit of nasal in my voice, but all in all, I'm a lot better than what I have been. And this weekend, I will be recording for Eric, so he will be returning to the channel this weekend. If nothing else goes wrong, that is. But I've been really wanting to play CK3, and we're just gonna run with it. We're getting claim on Finland, should be ready in about 16 months. How? You're not stronger than me. Get your head out your butt and give me back the head of the dynasty. And I know I've made the decision to play CK3 literally on the... I'm sorry, what now? Oh. Oh. You're not married to me. That's fine. But I made the decision to play CK3 literally right before I started recording, so there's sadly no historical fact today. That makes 2 videos in a row. But I just really wanted to play CK3. So here we are. Inspiration, a name to remember. My beneficiary, Sigbjorn, approaches me with a thoughtful expression. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? Well, there is my wife. But I kinda need the piety, even though I really do need the prestige. I need the piety if I want to do a big war against Karelia. Because we're going to start... I have a plan of starting to get into Bajaraland. At the very end of this video, I at least want to have Björmia under my control, in a way? We'll work on that, but only the Lord guides me. As he reads my intention, he knows that it is more personal that the Lord guides me. Also, our plan to make money is starting to go well. We just need to get the army fixed up. Which, you know what? I'm actually going to buy a regiment of Varangian Adventurers. Because we need some. But my plan with buildings should be going well. And once I get... Again, I need the prestige. I'm going to reform the culture to get me a forest folk. Because of construction costs in Taiga, minus 10%, and development in Taiga plus 15%. Which, even though that's not my capital territory, if we look at terrain, pretty much everything in my secondary duchy, which is going to be a lot of development land, has taiga, and a little bit of my primary has taiga. It's mainly plains here. And then there's also this, which I will wrestle away. But the main building that I really care about, it's in the hills. That has some pollutant mining settlement. But there's a lot of buildings I can build, especially in this one here, that's going to be a lot of taiga development. Plus, we're finding a lot in Taiga, so it makes sense to get a force. But, espionage, attempt to murder. While performing his duties as spy master, Count Iskil has uncovered a secret held by Count Jan of Kilsa. My Polish is not very good. I'm sorry to all my Polish viewers. He was the man behind a failed murder attempt against Count Zygmunt. That's what I'm gonna go with. To think that John would sink so low. Indeed. We're still trying to kill the King of Poland. Good. Let's see. If I actually look at my hooks and secrets, I got his core physician. And now I got this guy. Because, oh, what is this? Bavarian conquest of the Duchy of... Oh. That is interesting. Allied to the King of Hungary? I remember when I was allied to the King of Hungary. But yeah, I want to weaken the Poles because they're allied to the HRE, and that's a problem. That's a very big problem, especially if I want to get the rest of the Lithuania Duchy and possibly form the Kingdom of Lithuania. But yeah, we need to get them out of the way. And there's popular figurehead. Do I want to get divided attention in architect? Construction time. I'm very tempted to start going down the scholarship focus because we need to boost development and culture. My health is fine. How long will it take me? 3 years? 6 more years shouldn't be bad. Aw, hold off. Oh, he was my good steward. Oh, he was my good steward. And the only other person who is decent enough is my nemesis. So you know what? I'm going to put Eric as my steward. And let's see. 2 years, 13 months, 17 months, 8 months, 11 months. Go get Holland. Boost it up a little bit more. Let's see. Can't really do much else. Give a Stole Royal favor. But we kind of stopped all internal wars, if I could speak. And pretty much everyone, for the most part, likes me. We're fixing that. A wife's touch. I spot my wife Adeline chattering excitingly to Sigbjorn, listing ideas and suggestions for his urn. My partner is barely concealing his attempt, clearly annoyed at my spouse's interference. As you're making an urn, she goes on, it may as well match my grandmother's old urn. Your grandmother? I'm assuming on your mother's side. No, I should probably... You don't have a... Yeah, so I'm assuming on your mother's side. Part of Sigbjorn's soul seems to be dying. I wonder why. So, 44% chance. Come on, darling. Let's leave it to the experts. Oh, she doesn't like me. Oh, I even started teaching my daughter, Brigitte. My daughter Brigitte and her little friend Anna had taken a copy of the scriptures from the study and brought it into the playroom. They spent hours trying to understand what was written on its pages, talking about God and many mysteries of the divine. Brigitte seems to have developed a deep respect for the words of the Catholic faith. You would do well to drink holy words with reverence. She would gain humble, which isn't a bad trait. You know what? Yeah. Oh, she's really good. I'm excited to see how Grim turns out. No, Starkid. I'm very excited to see how it turns out. Accomplished commander. You're a tough soldier. You're a flexible leader. But you're a decent steward. Maybe. How we... Oh, I really need to fill this out. Definitely want to get a royal architect. Yeah, food taster probably wouldn't be that bad. This guy here. And I can't really sway you, so fair enough. Master of the Hunt. Monthly court grandeur. Let's see. Definitely need a Shancho. Definitely need a high armor, which would be my son. A court jester could be good. Can I get a corporal? I can. Let's go. Right. Don't need a cupbearer right now. I definitely need a bodyguard, which will be Sven. And I wonder how long I've been gone without a bodyguard. Oof. And a personal champion who will also be Sven. You can just leave, and you can just leave. Mercenary company's gone, and we're at... Oh, mercenary company is about to leave in 5 months. And 6 months until we could get a claim. Hopefully, we could get a claim on the whole duchy and snipe it. I have a ride in Stakatuna. Oh, it's my... Let's see, my uncle. You're my cousin. You're my second cousin. Welcome in. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Count Ingen, who is soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve as a vassal of the kingdom. At last, I bid the Count arise, confirming my satisfaction in Ingen's rights to rule the lands in my stead. He will serve me well. And something I forgot to do last time was one, the call royal court, but I also do want to raise the amenities because we can afford it a little bit. We can afford it a little bit, but what I really want to boost is fashion and probably food. No, we'll go with spacious lodging, because that'll put us at grandeur level 7, which give us offer guardianship acceptance for vassals, in-person chance plus 10, men-at-arms counter efficiency plus 10 as well, which is one more step to... Wow, plus 5 or not. I never really looked at the different stuff. Let's see. What's intrigue court do? I think I'll never... So that's... If I was going more intrigue heavy, which I usually don't in my playthroughs, I would go with intrigue. But this is just all around good. Like 9 effectiveness plus 10, men-at-arms counter effectiveness plus 10, plus 1 men-at-arms regiment, and plus 10% vassal. That's all good. So, this is what we'll be going with. Still a decent amount of money, but we are slowly getting there. And we're getting a lot of prestige a month. Defender of the Faith. So, Stockard and Brigitte. There was a commotion among the children today. Brigitte was attempting to preach among her fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Stockard was furious that anyone could target someone attempting to speak on behalf of Christ and chase away the other children. Oh, he's protecting his sister. You know what? I kind of want him to be zealous. But brave could be really good. Like, really, really good. Especially if we're pushing more into the Russian territory, which we most likely will. You know what? Be brave, my son. I really haven't played with the hostage mechanics. I probably should. I can imprison you? Interesting. So you are officially in line for the throne, which is great to hear. I should probably make titles, but I need to appoint a successor for the knights. Sven, you will be appointed. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to invite some knights, because I haven't really done that. Go invite some knights in. I can still get the North Sea Empire? Swedish culture has not reached high medieval era. So what I'm guessing with this is I have to take an innovation from high medieval before that box triggers. Interesting. By the way, I've done this before in a personal playthrough. This is one of the funnest formables I've ever done. It is so good. And historically, the North Sea Empire, for a brief period of time, would rival Rome in all intents and purposes. But we're going for something better. We're making our own empire, the Swedish Empire. Do I want to join his tournaments? Not really. Because, in 4 months, we have something great happening. You will join me. Recruit court. Yeah, I'll pay that 55. We're immediately going to find you a good wife. A giant wife. Let's go. You're welcome, my friend. And a gibbering fool. No, it's simply not how you say it. The venerable scholar who invented the word said it was pronounced the way I'm saying it. My best friend Face and I are having a raging debate which shows no signs of abating. Having passed nearby Giblet, he had remarked on it. Being fluent in the Norse language, as I am, I gently corrected him on his pronunciation. It begins with a hard sound, not a soft one, obviously, and he had the temerity to disagree, and disagree voraciously, no less. I cannot believe you're still holding this foul linguistic position, he blurts out, frustrated at my insolence. Let's see, how many languages I know? I know Norse, and Italian, Volga. We agreed to disagree. It's Giblet, and I'll prove it. We're not going to prove it. We'll agree to disagree. He's my best friend after all. Let's go. Right, the cathedral. So, I left off last video building this thing. And +2 tax a month. Levy size +15, holding tax +15, development +25% in this county, and in the whole holding, so the entire duchy of Uppsala, piety 0.2 a month, monthly prestige per knight +2, monthly renown +5, men arm maintenance -10, and knight effectiveness +20. So with that, our knights are now at 169. It might take a month to take. Heresy. A twistery mockery of faith is this. Oz, the Occitans. No one cares about them. So, once the month ticks over... Let's see. House of Warriors, Master of the Horse, from domain. +22% straight from domain. We are almost at 200% knight effectiveness from all of this, which is so good. Inspiration. Considered opinion. My potter, Sigbjorn, updates me on his progress, droning on about the limits of tool in bench as my mind reels with bold ideas for my own. Creating may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. My background gives me some unique insights. Oh, this would make me stressed as can be. Could say I have a few questions, but that would also make me highly stressed. You know what? I believe that he knows what he is doing. And the mercenary company has been disbanded. Heresy is being spread. Good. Since you're above bar, let's start swing. Alright, she's irritated at me. What did I do? Now let's start swaying this kid. Alright, so all of Finland is 161 ducats. That's a large tract of land to take in one go. And it's completely worth it. Because his only ally is his own vassal, and he won't be able to join the war. So I'm going to let another month or two tick by before I raise the army so that I can get more ducats. But he is in severe debt, and he's also losing for discounting. Which would pretty much mean I get all of Finland to myself, and then immediately free grass against the High Chieftain of Savoy. Which happened right then and there. Constantine. Tempting offer. Let's see. My sister. Brigitte in despair. From my throne, I hear the Verserl cries of my daughter Brigitte and the sounds of a struggle. Promptly bolting up and racing down the hallway, I skid to a stop when I see my sister, Edela, restraining the poor lass with one arm and awkwardly clutching a book with the other. I barely have time to bark a demand for explanation when both began blurting out their version of events. Brigitte refuses to allow me to read her my masterpiece on the art of learning, cries the tutor. I've heard this dreary book 1,000 times, Brigitte protests. It's so boring. I don't want a rivalry with my daughter. No, I'm not paying that much money. Perhaps the lass should learn something else, sister. I should really hold court. We'll go hold court real quick. And commencement. Jester for the first in line. Let's see, who do we got? A land of barbarians. My lord, I regret to inform you that I'm at the end of my tether. My vassal, Count Lars, is clearly exasperated. The people over which I should rule are an uncontrollable mob of unruly barbarians, with ridiculous customs and a terrible taste for food. All my efforts so far have been in vain. It just seems impossible to make civilized people out of them. I'm afraid a strong intervention from above is the only solution available now. So what land did I give you? Oh, the Sami lands, which I am somewhat culture converting, so I can have my son show them the way, or I'll take a little stress hit because I might get athletic. One of my guards approaches with my guest Constantine in chains. You were here for literally 2 seconds. I caught Constantine here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in Poland. What should I do with him? I mean, my name is literally Grim. How many guests do I have? I have a decent amount of guests. I forgive once. Do not betray me again. And to ensure that you don't betray me, I'm going to force you as my knight. I'm going to demand that you convert. And then I'm gonna get you hitched. With this chick. A provincial merchant steps forward, clearly out of his element in my rich halls. I beckon. Come on, we don't have all day. Yes, my lord, he stammers. I'm Austin, representing the disgruntled traders and freemen of Nokaping, Sotomanon's greatest city. Thus, our mayor is a barrier to commerce in the town's interests. We humbly ask he be replaced with someone else. Lars. He is a profligate. So that makes sense. Like, compulsively spending cause, yeah. He probably should be replaced. Nokaping's election will come early. Yeah, I lose a little bit of tax, but development will go up. It's worth it. My business is done. So, who's the new mayor of Nokaping? Håkon. Alrighty then. Mental break. You know what? I'm strong enough to resist these impulses. Maybe I'm not strong enough to resist these impulses. And I got my fancy... wow, that's actually really good. Courtly vassal tax contribution plus 3? Let's see. Feudal. Courtly. That's 4 vassals. That's not bad. You're tribal. If I can adjust to where you pay higher taxes but lower feudal levies, I got a plan now. That's a plan. But inspiration realize, my lord, my beneficiary sickbone gestures me over to an object covered in fabric with a wide grin on his face. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. He wipes the covering off, and my eyes grow wide as I see what's hidden beneath. A sturdy urn, an exquisite urn of excellent craftsmanship. It is made of terracotta and encircled with depictions of inspirational quotes. A tiny but elegant inscription runs on its side, proudly stating, "God is my strength." This is a lovely urn. And I would very much like for you to work for me again. I can't. What I do need is a jester at this point. I can put my nephew. Is that mean? I'm not putting the man who's sadistic as my jester. That is a recipe for disaster in the making. He would hate me. Opinion of Joachim minus 20. What about this random kid? He's calmly. That'd be fine. He actually gains opinion. You know what? Yeah. You're the court jester. And you know what? We're getting you hitched. Yeah, it's just, let's see, age difference 5. Is there anyone who's here? You can marry this 17-year-old Hungarian woman. Welcome to Sweden. Let the next month tick. Alright. I feel confident enough with 95. Again, you're only allied to your vassal, so this should be a very quick war. And a very easy war. Especially if I raise all my troops. Okay. We're bleeding 8 ducats a month, while they're bleeding 3. You hit there. You hit there. And you two can go down there. Oh. They just deposed the king. Died from a seizure. Jeez. 'Cause yeah, it used to be here, but now... Oh, that's not gonna last long. Oh, they do have the whole duchy under the control, so it might. And they also got a decent troop count. And yeah, that's not gonna last long. We'll be invading Norway soon. Inspiration wants to make regalia. That's something we don't have. And you know what? Sure, that bleeds a little bit of money, but regalia is nice. Schematic Court, my spy master has come to me with grave news. While we don't know who yet, someone's planning to kill my Archbishop Karl. I kind of care about Karl. So that'll be ready 8 months, 16 months, 8 months. I call on you to honor, join me in this war. Yeah, I need to join this war. Let's see, this is a war against tyranny. Because of course it is. Witchcraft. While performing his duties as my spy master, Count Eskil has uncovered a secret held by Prince Bishop Sambor of Sikas. Oh, direct vassal. Okay. There's evidence that he may be practicing the secret rituals in which must be in order to commune with evil spirits. He surely even dances naked with seductive demons. The glittering light of the flames caressing their bodies as they... What a disgusting thought. What evil is he planning? You know what? It is at this point that we must act now. Your game, blackmail. Your game. I gotta wait. Your game, blackmail. It is time to act against the King of Poland. Indeed. Can't afford to wait. He's in perfect health. He is going down. And he has 3 sons, so the partition in Poland is going to be ugly. Wonder what crown land, what law they're still under. Oh, we're in the negatives now. That's fine. That's fine. We can... As long as we get these sieges done in decent time, we can get it over. See? Already going well. Dude, you have the disembarking penalty. And that is war for Finland done. Alright, everyone, head down here. Well, actually, first regroup. I had a call there. That's good. It was my fiance. She got home. She came over and stayed a little late. Now let's reorganize these troops. So I do not need as many levies as I have. So all you are getting, I do need my knights. And I guess I can afford to give away a few more levies. So you all are getting disbanded. You lot are getting split up. To there. And there. A snake at the court. I'm heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from the window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. Pascal, open up, my beloved. It is I, Eskilde. You, gluttonous, lustful man who fell for a giant woman. We're going to leave it at that. And I have too many held duchies, so I need to give this territory away to someone that could actually use it. Let's see, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to start swaying you. And because you have so many children, I'm also going to give you some vassals. Because now, you're nice and big, which means you're not going to have a pretty good time. It should also keep you busy. Alright, give up on the fight. We gotta go. That was quick. Fertility plus 15, piety plus 2, prestige plus 6, Corbin. Okay, that's not bad. Over here, my lord. A opulent relic. Galia set a very fine craftsmanship. It consists of a electrum scepter set with precious pieces of sapphire, a satin cloak that has been embroidered with golden thread and electrum cross-bearing orb. That sounds lovely. Alright, I also have that urn that I forgot to put down. Look at that thing. That looks cool. Alright, we got the sacred branch of Thor. No, put that back. That's like the cool thing we have. Although all those bonuses would have been very good. No. But what's done is done. Well, we can't save the battle, but we can avenge them. A plush carpet. Plush, vibrant, and soft as the first light of dawn. A merchant presents me with an exquisite carpet in the hopes of good future relations. As I marvel at the fine weave, I'm struck by a thought. Wouldn't a carpet like this muffle the threading of feet? Even conceal the steps of bumbling agents? It could look great in my room. But King Bogoslav would be honored by such gifts, surely. Extra vigilance. Too bad we're already really good. And just go ransom you real quick. Making acquaintances? Oh, getting used to my son. You know what? It never hurts to be friends. And he is going to be such a good... He's going to be well liked by everyone. My agents have scheduled a journey for King Bavarian which will take them through dark woods. All that is missing is a band of thugs that will tragically slay him in a highway robbery gone wrong. I can already imagine his blood seeping into the dark soil. Oh, the wilderness can be such a dangerous place, my friend. A dangerous journey indeed. The thugs did their job, and King Bogoslav is no more. As the travel party stopped to camp for the evening, bandits poured out from among the trees, calling for blood and gold. The soldiers fought back, and thankfully, it was not enough. King Bogoslav was tragically slain in melee. The bandits are now hunted by all, and no one even suspects my involvement. Two birds with one stone. So now, while you're still pretty dang strong, I think I can make you even weaker. Yeah, we're taking vengeance. Poland has been a thorn in my side for a while. I'm taking vengeance. And don't worry, I will be coming for you soon, HRE. I say that and the Mongols will... Wow. I haven't really looked out east in a while. Things are... interesting, to say the least. The Seljuks are still going strong. The Byzantines are not going so strong. But that's an interesting development there. Gudrad's doing well. Thomad. And Pagan United? Yeah, that whole kingdom tile there, that's name is Pagan. I think in the early start date. So yeah, that's an interesting development. And after one more siege, we should really have this war. There we go. Another war done. Finland is slowly starting to come around to the idea of liking me. And Brigitte has came of age. Oh, she's good. She's really good. We need to find a good alliance for you. maybe start seeding some paths down in Iberia, or even England. Let's see, Prince Richard and Prince Estus. You're betrothed and you're married. However, oh, my diplomatic range is short. If I can get my diplo range up just a little bit more, I think a fun end goal, if I can manage it, would be to take over England by political assassination. That would be fun. Or even get my dynasty in the HRE. Would you accept a matrilineal marriage? If I can get a strong... Oh, you're dying. You're near death. Okay, I didn't even touch him. So far, we got the Baltics pretty well taken care of. We're handling Poland. But so far, the Baltics is secured. We just need to get Norway under our side, or even just contain them between me, Denmark, and Pomerania. We can contain Norway. You're still weak. I want to attack you so I can get the Duchy of Prussia, but it is what it is. But between Denmark and Pomerania, we're doing good. I kind of want to dismantle the HRE now. I want to dismantle the HRE. The thing is, Brigitte, you're going to be very interesting in the days to come. And I think I already know what I kind of want to do. It's like, you're pretty decent. You know what? I'm going to make you the queen of Rajamaland. Because I'm going to incorporate Novgorod into the Swedish Empire. Estonia, Lithuania, Novgorod. Rajamaland will kind of be its own little vassal state. Independent vassal state, but a vassal state nonetheless. In the meantime, you, my good man, Bonando, welcome to the family. And to begin that little expansion, Holy War, one ally. I think I could take them. You, though, I'm not going to Holy War. I would rather just do a simple claims war for the whole duchy. So I'm going to start working on that as well. And now pretty much get all Finland under my control. Divine Judgment. My agent, Count Dorgalbus, has condemned King Conrad for his offense against God. He has even called for the Lord to strike Conrad down and hinted at punishment to come. I would help him in his noble goal. And to also ensure that it gets through, go into intrigue for a little bit. Oh, never mind. Everyone wants him dead. Never mind. Marriage proposal. Oh, alliance proposal. No, thank you. What's going on here? War against tyranny? You should be fine. But just in case, I'll bestow my royal favor. I should probably do a hunt. My royal architect died. Oh, I can sponsor another thing. He wants to make scale. Don't even have to tell me anymore. Forget the hunt. We're making scale armor. So, what is this war about? Another 3 years. Showman. And thank you very much. We are now ranked 6. Can I keep that? I'm going to bump up again. Fine. Bon appetit, Conrad. Has been something he ate. So, how weak is Poland? How are you stronger? I think I can take them. If I call in my sister, I can take them. Time to disappear in Radovan's armory, drinking meat as we excitedly discuss the scale armor he's forging for me. I am imagining things, or is there a indescribable tension? The arrow has grown late when my armor puts down his hammer, takes a deep quaff from his goblet, and smiles at me knowingly. Oh my. Suddenly, Radovan steps forward, embracing me. My arms quickly hold him, perhaps too forcefully. His warmth instantly chills, hardening to confusion and fear. Unhand me? I don't swing that way. Your secret's safe with me. Just know I don't swing that way. Still a long way until we can get the next dynasty perk. Can I still get the House of Wolves? I can. Good. Good, 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 good. So I do want that. So, starts a seduce scheme? No! Mara is in my council chambers once more, prattling on some nonsense about how I have wronged her. Her eyes are aflame as she curses my name once again, and her color only rises as I dismiss her anger with a scornful shake of the head. As she continues to berate me, even as I snap back, retorts in turn, I catch myself considering her eyes again. No sooner have I snapped out of that small revere than I found my gaze drifting over to the curve of her jawline so strikingly disdained by rage. Unconsciously staring, I notice how her chest heaves invitingly, if I can speak, as she continues her trot. And what have I gotten myself into? We're both zealots. We actually have a lot in common than we do difference. You know what? Hopefully we'll see much more of each other. And I need a strong drink. I cannot make mistakes. I am a king. We just won't tell anyone that I made mistakes. But you know what? We need a good old-fashioned feast. That's what we need. Something to get us all off of the tensions of Laith. Oh, 3 months. Let's go. Yeah, we need a good feast. At home, in the capital. At home, in the capital. And just need to relax. Don't even need to travel anywhere. And I lost my court physician. Now you have a very cool house sigil. Pleasure through the sword. Oh my. You know what? The Grand Mayor, the righteous of Visby, you will be the honored guest. But, there's a more pressing matter at hand. I lost my court physician. He died, tragically. But my sister can handle the job for now. Anyone can buy a token of affection, big or small. If I want to impress Countess Mar, I should send her something truly special. Perhaps not. It's just something that came. Oh, right. I can't right now. Why did the claim event have to happen first? And you know what? This needs no dedication. Someone is trying to kill me. I wonder who it could be. I'm going to abandon that. You're still irritated with me. How long will that last? Not much longer, good. You know what? I'm just going to try and sway you to my side. I'm going to host a feast. I'm going to honor the Grand Mayor of Visby. And we are going to have some good food. With a good number of courses. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some roast swan already. We have a lovely time ahead of ourselves. I'm already here, and the Grand Mayor is on his way. Things have certainly taken a turn, and my jester is doing well. Oh, how the days drag on, and the same old motions repeated over and over again. Come to the Grand Hall, my liege, you must see this, a servant suddenly exclaims. As I arrive, I see my jester Briag in the middle of the room, masterfully juggling a whip with my ceremonial sword, a bottle, and a roaster and an apple. All the servants are staring in awe, and so am I. Now that is definitely something you don't see every day. So, Starkad. No. Stockid is going to marry someone of my choosing. Not you. You're in prison. By this guy. The lewd. You're in prison by the lewd. My lord, the armor is done. With a flourish, she rips the fabric covering away and my eyes grow wide. The armor is constructed from masterfully crafted pangolin scales that are fastened to the backing of leather. The set includes a nasal helmet and mail coif, padded with velvet. The whole armor has been decorated with gold inlays, displaying a repeated image of religious symbols. The magnificent flexible scale armor, +9 prowess, engineering resistance, and prestige per month. Excellent. Excellent work. We still need a crown. And Count Bolivar's friendship. Is he my best friend? No, that's someone else. You know what? He does have a certain charm to him. Tyke died! Oh no! Oh no. I can't be dying. Oh no. Welcome, friends. Welcome indeed. The guests are gathering in the Great Hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm. One of my favorite things is to watch people get intoxicated and hear them talk a lot more than they should. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. After having spoken over dinner for a while, Duchess Asta leans over to tell me that she finds it impressive how knowledgeable I am about so many different things. She recognizes true intellect. Hopefully we could just stay alive long enough. Duke Nomets. There's anything more jovial than good feasts. Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. I mumble a quick devotion to Jesus, giving thanks for the next wonderful course on its way. Truly, this creation of God is filled with wonder, and good fare is certainly not the smallest miracle on offer. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. This is where I truly want to be. But it is good to mingle with folk here and there. I lose 16 stress compared to the 105. But every guest with one trait in common with me. So, I am zealous, patient, and humble. Zealous, patient. Zealous, patient, humble, zealot. A lot of guests would end up getting opinion. But I do need to lose that stress. I'd be crazy to not take that stress loss. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my beneficiary Renaval goes on and on about the rumors at court. And that was how we savaged the mess. Are you sure I'm not bothering you? No. Go on. Had an interesting conversation? Just to confirm, you're not good. But I do have a cupbearer and food taster. I have a fruit taster. I have one or the other. It's such a joy to see my best friend Count face once again. We eat, drink, and sing together as if no time has passed since we parted last. We could have been dining in a barn, and this would still have been one of the greatest feasts I've ever been to. He is my best friend. I should really make him a duke. You know what? I'm going to. Feast is going to become a duke. In due time. We could tell Dutch Celia had too much to drink. Oh boy. Even though she's insistent on showing us how sober she was. Simply raising from her seat proved too much for her, and now I'm covered in soaking vomit. What a show you put on. That will go a long way, actually. Feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention to Grand Mayor Boltzwolf, our esteemed guest of honor. Traditionally, uncomplimentary toast and deep drink of special wine does the trick. Then again, all Boltzwolf did was turn up. Feast was my idea. I paid for everything, and I hosted everyone. And now, a toast to Grand Mayor Boltzwolf. It's good to, you know... I did invite him. It's only fair. Whew. And now I'm feeling fine. Good. Few candles survived after the last of the guests have left. I can hear a pair of servants laying out sighs of relief after the door closed. The food is still warm on ceramic plates. Soon, word will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With everyone heading home with bellies full of exotic delicacies, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I am still grateful that the endeavor is over for now. And with that, all is done. Plus 20% growth development? For 5 years? So, growth development. 2.9 a month. Plus 4.12 from developing county. Existing development minus 2.8. Centralization minus 0.3. Fishing net weavery plus 10, Uppsala Cathedral plus 25, Great Banquet plus 20, Holy Site Rome plus 10, and Swedish plus 20. And pretty soon I will get my duchy building, which will... Oh, that's something I'm still undecided of. I could go with royal reserves for a while, so that I can get more development growth. But I do want to get the Mennonite. This would be better for my build? I could get military academy there. I think I'll get royal reserves in the main duchy. Speaking of building, just go upgrade that real quick. And Stockid is grown up. And he is pretty dang good at everything. Average in intrigue, but excellent to good in pretty much everything else. And he is one of my most accomplished knights. I'm going to forbid him. But he is absolutely amazing. And of course, we need to give him a cloak. A Carolingian. I'll give him that, because that is a nice fancy cloak. And of course, for clothes, we will give him clothing fit for a High Lord of the Northern Realms. You know what? We'll keep him with default. I do like his new clothes. You know what? I will give myself the, Wait a minute. Yeah, he is Swedish. I kind of want to do one more thing before I call the video an end now. That is so very tempting. Ah, my last daughter. You know what? I will educate you myself. It's only fair. Oh, I really want to attack you. Oh, this broke up. That broke up big. Worth it? Can I? Oh, I don't have Paragon of Virtue yet. You do have some on Dayo territory. That is a very quick war that I can do. But, I would be a fool to pass on this. Like a big fool. But you're currently... You're attacking them because of Holy War. Yeah, I need to snipe this now. We're going for all Corellia. Or the vast majority. And since we're going against pagans, technically, I can call in the Knights Templar who are Danish. Call in the Knights Templar. Well, I will raise one local army. And you know what? I knew someone was trying to murder me. That's fine. I really don't need a hook on you anymore, because now you are starting to stabilize as a king, which is good. What just popped up? Alright, Royal Court. Right. You're still irritated with me. Who's like really low? You. I will sway you, Mayor Olaf. War against tyranny? My nephew is being attacked by my nephew. Oh. There's also you, but you're pretty weak. And you're pretty strong. I will accept, but... Oh, now I see the troop counts. Okay, I probably need to send some troops over there. Playing at the necklace. This was created by Bonna, my mother. You know what? I'm going to reforge it to get, yeah, that. You know what? Just repair it. Nicknamed the Wolf? My liege, have you heard what they call you? My queen, Edelyn says to me while widening her stance. They call you King Grim the Wolf. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasants and nobles alike. A cause for celebration, I think, Adeline exclaims with a cheery tone. I can get used to this. I am Grim the Wolf. Sly, vicious, noble, but rarely honorable. Yeah, that sums me up pretty dang well. My father was the brave, I am the wolf. Yeah, that sums me up well. And you know what? It's time to get the bigger thorn out of my side. Once I ensure that my life is secured. Not yet. We're still gonna try and get the whole duchy. And now you all are going to go down there. Actually, no, you're not going to immediately go there. You're going to land on friendly territory. So we can get rid of the disembarking penalty. I found myself fascinated by the human body and all the secrets that it still keeps from us. Questions of life and death are constantly on my mind. To read text on the topic is all well and good, but I cannot help but feel like I would learn a lot more from hands-on research. I will study the ravagings of a disease on a corpse. Hanging from my chambers when I caught two lovers. Count Carl, the Silver Tongue, and Nicortia. 52, 42. Alright. Sister, would you care to help me? Are you pregnant again? No, you're not. Okay. For a second, it looked like you were pregnant again. Wokim? How you doing? I completely forgot that you existed. My bad. I tried to hold my breath as I sniffed through the tangled mess of a slimy, swollen entrail sprouting from the corpse's belly, but it is to no avail. The putrid stench of decay slowly finds its way to my lungs, making me gag. Something then tears open and a stream of vicious yellowish ichor spills all over the operating table. What was that? Sister? Some help? The finer points of diplomacy. Patience is a virtue, my child. Idala was ecstatic to learn about my newfound interest in autonomy. With her help, I have significantly deepened my understanding of the human body. I only wish there could be some way to stave off the smell. I am starting to fear all this exposure is too bad air might not be good for my health. Perhaps some flowers could help. Or, yeah, maybe some flowers could help. My dynasty is no farther away. Thankfully, proper use of flower patches, incense, and alteration seems to have helped lessen the effects that the bad vapors emanate by the cadavers were having on my body. I can finally focus on my studies without fear of repercussions on my own humoral balance. Nothing stands in the way of knowledge. And I'm going to get anatomical studies. So that way, if something were to happen to me, my current physician can do well. Because I am tempted to go back to finish this and then go down some scholar. Because I am 44, I'm in decent health again. So I feel confident enough that I'm not going to die anytime soon. You, however, how long do we have disembarking? Now 28 days. Start going into Stolp. And nice Templars can go up there. How's Poland doing? Pretty big again. I can fix that. Upgrade that. Oh, we're finding the winner now. Welcome in. While his numerous attempts to carry my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritate by count. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. So it interests me. I cannot shake the feeling that this man's intentions are not pure. Can you just leave me in peace? So, now I got all of this to myself. I wonder if I were to try and gain that duchy, could I actually claim in the peace deal? Let's see. You can pay me money. I can do a hunt now. Sweet. Investment inquiry. With Queen Adelina's diligent administration of my household finances, there's more gold at the end of this season than expected. How should we put to best use, husband? Let's save it. Because I think I can't upgrade that yet because I need battlements, but what I can do is get the royal reserves. Let's go. That should jumpstart my economy something fierce. But I should be able to get more men at arms in my army. Because I have the sizes for it, I just need more. Is it time? Barcelona! Okay, that makes much more sense than Pomerania. I will consider joining. Actually, Brigitte, your husband is Italian, which is adjacent to Barcelona. My warriors will be ready to fight. 18 months. Game manipulation hook. Okay, my courtier. Here. Not yet. Now one gets squire traditions. That would make me feel better putting Stockhead as a knight. But that's also good. You know what? We're going to go with Resilient Bloodline. Well, the war pretty much ended on its own. That's fine. Now I got a whole sleuth of land, which I will give to local Corellian lords. All right, now we have a lot of broken up territory. This is now significantly easier to take, and I can just claim it through claims. You're completely isolated, so mopping up the rest of this territory will be incredibly easy. One more quick war. How many months? 17 months? Yeah, one more quick war. Margarita is fiddling nervously with her sleeves as I open the door to my chambers. What is she doing at this hour? My deepest apologies, but I must speak to you in private. I have discussed something very important. I already know this. I already know that he's not everything that he claims to be. But I currently cannot get rid of him to save the life of me. You, however, welcome. You're pretty good at your job. You're not so good. Yeah, we'll go scientific here, so that way I can just blitz down this. Come on, get that real quick. Fine on health. Got 15 months. Again, this war is pretty much, yeah, already over. What I'm going to... I can't send you a gift, because I don't have the money. But everything is going well. I'm going to increase your size up to 3. Can increase mega nails up to 3. I really want to get another unit of Varangian adventurers. You know what? Just convert and go. Oh, what? Oh, oh, okay. Geneva broke free from the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, because there's a 7-year-old on the throne of a not so good region. Oh, how did you get a claim? How do you, of all people, have a claim on the entire HRE? And when did Geneva break free? Yeah, the Holy Roman Empire is burning. But we're about to go to war for Barcelona. Again, it's a tiny kingdom. But it's seated in a very strong place that has some okay development. If I can get my family firmly on the throne of Barcelona, they could get into the Iberian struggle. And that is just funny. Because you're doing well. You're doing decent. But that would be another king to the line. That'll be 4 kings. That's something I can't pass up on. And you, my son, you're going well. Well done. You are you're a genius, you're albino, you're strong, you're a valued warlike courtier. You're pretty good, my son. Chiefess Medea of Nago tried to pronounce it. Has bestowed upon me a most gracious gift, a couple of well-bred lefgos, 1 mare and 1 stallion. My lord, my courtier Padadon beckons me over to the mare. Look at these muscles and these hindquarters. This one would serve well in war. I kinda need the money. I need the money. I don't... Oh, I can hold court now. I don't know how Norway hasn't taken over you yet. You're extremely weak. Norway can do it. Easily. This guy pretty much owns the whole northern coast of Norway. That's funny. There's really nothing that I can build too great right now. I can decrease that. That'd be fun. That'll give me more holding tax and 9 effectiveness. That'd be pretty good. When can I upgrade you? I need to keep building. So I need to upgrade the castle first. Okay. $142. I'm going to let that end first. So, 18 months, 3 years, 31 days, 8 months, 3 years, 7 months, and 9 months. 8 months. Even though you probably won't like it, and a lot of other people probably won't like it, wait, how do I have 8 of 8 domain? What is my domain? And the game crashed. So that is going to be the impromptu end of this video. I've been Type 1 Dragon. You have all been awesome. And as always, stay safe out there. Oh, Hadua.